Hello, welcome back to another episode of A Safe Space for Uglies. Before anything, I woke up half an hour ago, so I don't look my best, but we're not gonna talk about it. So, for today's episode, I asked you to tell me what's the most embarrassing thing that you've done while being drunk. And I got a couple stories. Most of them were about like shitting yourself, throwing up, peeing yourself. I don't know, like most of you are so nasty, but I'm not. This is a safe space for you. Like I'm not gonna judge you. I'm happy that you're like sharing that with me. I don't know. I wouldn't. I would keep it to myself. Whenever you send me a message, I try to like think about it, like actually like picture it and like, put myself in your shoes. And it was hard reading all of this because I kept picturing myself or either looking at your profile picture and then picturing you, shitting yourself. So yeah, I just want to give you a little context on what's my thought process while reading this. Um, I don't know. I hate it. I hate whenever you tell me that you're shitting yourself. Like I hate it. I think the most embarrassing thing that I've done was the first time I drank. It was like in a public park, and it was right beside a police station. And I was so like excited that I kept like screaming because I was happy. I felt like a badass, doing that. So I kept like running around the park, and they had to call someone else to like come, help put me in the car. And I'm embarrassed about it, but I feel like it's not that bad, compared to what other people say. I don't know. I feel like it makes sense because it was my first time. But anyways, I'm gonna get started with the video because I want to start my day as soon as possible. So I'm gonna get this over with. Or not get it over with. I want to do it, but yeah. The first message comes from Abby, and she says, I had sex in the snow on campus with a DJ, got pneumonia and COVID because of it. I coughed so hard I broke 4 ribs. Even if you had the best dick ever, like you were in the snow, there was no way that it was comfortable. I don't think that I've been horny enough where I want to do it in the snow, I done it outside too, on campus when I was in college. I had a friend with benefits on my first year, and we weren't allowed to bring someone from the opposite sex into our room, so we did it outside. But if it was raining or the weather was shitty, we just wouldn't meet up, like I don't know. I don't get why you felt the need to do it. Hopefully you weren't the only one that had to deal with the consequences. I feel like I would be mad if I got sick and then I had like broken ribs and nothing happened to the DJ. So hopefully you weren't the only one. And I hope that you're better now. Don't do it again. It's not, I don't know, it's not worth it. Like I shouldn't have to say it. It's not worth it. The next message comes from Nabat, and it says, this one time I was going with a guy and I got blacked out drunk at a house party and begged him to see me pee and then asked him to pee in front of me too. No peeking, I just wanted that level of closeness while blackout drunk. Dude, you don't have to like, if you wanted to feel close to someone, there's multiple ways to do that. You definitely have a peace king. I think that you're just like repressing it. Like you're ashamed of it, so you're trying to justify it by saying that you want to be intimate with someone. Because, watching and being watched, I feel like this is your brain telling you something. So, I don't know. You should try it out what's over. The next message comes from Nicole, and it says, the first time I drank tequila, got so drunk I shat myself in the bathroom, fell over and foamed out of the mouth. Yeah, this is what I meant when I said in the beginning that most of the messages were like this. Yeah, no, I'm so happy I'm not you. Like shitting myself, foaming out of the mouth. I don't know, like hold on, let me look at you. Like you're like in your 20s. You should no, you should control yourself. I feel like you shouldn't drink again. Like alcohol shouldn't give you these reactions. Like you shouldn't be foaming out of your mouth. The next message comes from Patricia, and it says, I was in Prague, brought a dude over. I was drunk because we were drinking wine. At a certain time, I gave him Looney Tunes PJs to get comfortable in and started doing his skincare. It was a first date. He didn't know that he was sleeping over. And like, the reason I chose this one is because it's so fucking wholesome. Like I loved it. I don't feel like it's embarrassing. Like for the first date, you drank wine, you watched TV, had a little sleepover, the skincare. I think that is such a cute thing to do. That's why I decided to like put it in the video, because I don't want the source to be just you shitting yourself, you embarrassing yourself. I want to show that the people who watch me are also like normal people, you know, like like it's not just people without basic social skills. There's people who know how to actually act. So yeah, Patricia, don't be embarrassed about it. I think that you should do it more often. I think that this is such a perfect first date. Okay, moving on to the next message. It comes from hashtag love yourself, and it says, I ate a dude's ass for the first time. He was into it until I smacked his ass. Honestly, I get it. Like, let me open up to you a little bit. I I personally, I like to have my ass played with. I like it when people smack it, grab it, like whatever. But as soon as you start getting close to the hole, like either, you know, a finger, your mouth, whatever, like that's when I draw the line, right? So this man is the opposite of that. Like he wants you to eat it, but he doesn't want you to play with the outside of it. So I kind of get it. You know, like it's not the same. It's not the same feeling. I don't know if it was too much information, but I feel like I had to give you like a guy's perspective on it. You know, for me, as long as you play with the outside, I'm completely fine. Hopefully, you find someone that's into getting their ass ate and being smacked. People like us, like we like one or the other. So I completely get him. The next message comes from Brad, and he says, I'm going to hell, but I started a fight with a guy with a deformity because I thought he was looking at me funny. Yeah, yeah, you're going to hell. I want to say, you know, you were drunk, so it makes sense. You shouldn't blame yourself for it, just let it go. But no, no, no. He did nothing wrong. You know, like he's gonna remember that the rest of his life. No, I'm just kidding. I think that happened to me once. Like I was also drunk, and there was someone walking with like their leg was fucked up, so they were limping, and also they had a deformity like in their face. And I was walking with someone, like we went on a date, and we were walking back home because it was like nearby. And then I saw that person like walking towards us, and I I started running, and I just left her there. And I'm still embarrassed about it because that person was so fucking nice. Like, you know, I ran for a little bit, and then I turned back, and and the two of them were talking. So I started walking back towards them, and he started making conversation with me. He was like, "No, I get it, whatever." Like, you know, like he was nice, and he was like, I don't know. I still feel shitty about that. So don't blame yourself. You were drunk. And I think that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I feel like I didn't have as much energy as the other videos because, you know, I just woke up. I'm never gonna record after waking up. So yeah, sorry if it wasn't as good as the other ones. If you still watch the whole thing, I really appreciate it. Before I end the video, I want to say two little announcements. The first one is that I'm starting an OnlyFans where it's like me with her people. I've been doing OnlyFans for like 2 years, but it was like me, like completely alone, right? But I'm finally like comfortable doing it with her people. So yeah, if you're interested, go subscribe. It's in the link in the description, and it's free. So yeah, the second announcement is that I'm going to be posting more vlogs in the channel instead of just making these type of videos, because I am in Denver, Colorado right now, right? And then I'm going to Las Vegas and then LA. So I want to, like, you know, show what I'm doing, like go to interesting places and then make a video about them. The next vlog is going to be me going to the International Church of Cannabis. You know, like, I think it's really interesting. People form a religion where weed is like the center of it, or like it is a big part of the whole like religion. So, you know, I think it will be interesting. So I'm gonna make a video about it. If you're interested, subscribe so you can see it. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and yeah, hope you liked it. Have a good day.